So this study is really useful for really giving information that helps design renewable energy deployment in such a way that it can provide the most benefits for climate and for public health. And what this is showing is that there's certain regions, particularly the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Upper Midwest, where deploying renewable energy can have the most gains for public health and for climate. This is also useful for people who are developing climate policies, and in particular people who are looking at the cost effectiveness of different methods to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. And one of the other findings of this paper was that deploying renewable energy in many locations throughout the US can be as cost effective as installing carbon capture on a coal-fired power plant. And we also found that installing renewable energy anywhere in the US is more cost effective than doing live air carbon capture and sequestration. One of the other important things that we found with this study was the value of including health in some of these types of calculations. So again, just looking at the cost of reducing carbon emissions alone, it does end up being the case that renewables in many locations is about as cost effective as installing carbon capture on a coal-fired power plant. Now, when you include the health benefits to this equation, those health benefits end up more than offsetting the cost of installing renewables, making installing renewables look much more cost-effective compared to installing carbon capture when health is included in this calculation. So again, the main takeaways from this study were that in terms of developing carbon mitigation strategies and in terms of deploying renewable energy, the location where renewable energy is deployed is much more important than the type. So again, you get the most benefits for both climate and health if renewable energy is deployed in the Great Lakes, the Mid-Atlantic, and the Upper Midwest, and the least of these were deployed in California and the Southwest. The other main takeaway from this is that including health in these cost-effectiveness calculations is really important. And again, we showed here that when health was included in looking at renewable energy deployment, the health benefits more than offset the cost in some locations.